Hi, my name is David Yankowski, Managing Partner and Head of the Investment Banking team at Travillian. A couple weeks ago, we put out a post that showed the 2023 hires January to July for calling officer level FIG investment bankers. I think the number was 23 investment bankers on the list. Some very good pickups by some firms that wanted to be aggressive in a down market. I'm sure they're going to be happy with this talent that maybe otherwise wouldn't have been available in 2022. I'm sure them got them at a discount compensation wise. So good for those firms. Numbers are definitely down significantly by our account, about 50% from 2022. Now let's talk about compensation a little bit. The Analyst got their compensation numbers a couple weeks ago. Very great precursor for what we expect to see at the end of the year. By our analysis that we saw by looking at boutique, middle market, and bulge bracket firms, 30 to 70% down was the what it looked like across the landscape. Those are very broad numbers, but this has been an unusual year. It hasn't been its consistency across markets, but that's kind of the number, 30 to 70% down. We have a chart here that shows one particular middle market's numbers. I won't list the name of the firm, but it is a very well-known firm with a great reputation, full service business. Everybody knows who they are, and they're known for paying competitively in this space, probably right down the middle to what you would expect compensation. As you can see, the Analyst numbers 1, 2, and 3 were down significantly from 2020 to 2021. And again, very over 50% in this case, very indicative of what we saw kind of across the landscape. Using as a precursor to 2023 year-end numbers, we talked to heads of HRs, COOs of investment banking, group heads. Early indication, and this is just a guess, but it's getting to be a stronger and stronger guess as we get closer to the end of the year, was that numbers are going to be down significantly. Most firms are going to fit probably in that 40 to 60%. Now, we actually saw in a couple articles of some notable journals out there that the numbers should look more like 20 to 25% down. That is not what we heard at all. That would be a pleasant surprise, and I hope we're wrong. But we're seeing something that's a little bit more harsh for the year end. The good news is, over the last month or two, I would say in particular, we've seen a significant uptick, obviously in conversations related to M&A, related to capital markets. I think everybody's hearing the same things. And we think 2024 may not be a great year, but it's going to be a better year. But we're also seeing that analyst, associate, and VP level searches and candidates that we're talking to in those categories are getting more phone calls. We're seeing more job offers. We know we're getting more phone calls about that level. In fact, in the last couple of weeks, we've had 2 candidates each receive 2 to 3 offers within a 2-week period. Both these candidates have been on the market since March. So that is not something we've been seeing until just the last month or so. That's a great indication that firms are getting ready for the uptick in activity. You can take away from something positive there. We can certainly would like to hang on to that. We were going to talk more about compensation as year goes on. We're going to track our hires and fires and report on kind of the full tally at the end of the year. So stay tuned for that, and I hope this information has been helpful.